Round 2.
Moving forward, here we have Hestia versus Oh Yes. You got to see both of their performances. There's really not too much I can say on them, as I've already given kind of a rundown of what they're like. How do you think this one's going to pan out? We already saw a really powerful performance out of Oh Yeah, but at the same time, Hestia is clearly putting in an effort, and she has a bunch of moves that could keep her in the game. So, like, how do you see this one panning?
It doesn't seem too keen on giving breathing room.
Yeah.
So, my money's going that way, but we'll have to see.
And to be fair, Hestia has moves that allow her to hit from about a character space away, so... Basically, it's not a perfect counter to a character that doesn't like giving breathing room, but it's something that could force him back a little. That being said, moving into the next round, this is Hestia versus Oh Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
As we're going to be on the Three Houses stage. Hestia getting a strong dash attack with that mirror shield into an up throw, going to manage to land the nairs. Oh Yeah is actually dealing some decent damage, but Hestia seems to be keeping pace.
This is gonna be interesting.
Indeed it is. And she's gonna manage to land another nair. Unfortunately, she did miss with those neutral specials, which do have a gimp potential. She's dash dancing under him. I don't know what she's thinking there, as he's just going to randomly up special. She's going to connect with the side special. Either one could get knocked out here, but they're both within the other's range. As the back air is going to come out, that has some massive launch power. Unfortunately, not enough to finish, but the nair might. No, he survives the nair! As he's going to manage to land a forward throw. He's not going to chase her though. And she's going to, I think that was a dash. I think that was a dash attack. Mirror Shield picks up the knockout. Hestia gets first stock.
I doubt he's gonna be too far behind though, honestly.
Yeah. However, it is worth noting, I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it. So she hit with Mirror Shield into one of his attacks. So long as a Mirror Shield hits an attack, it actually completely negates the attack. So if she can time her dash attacks, her back airs properly, like, she's immune.
Huh.
Also, that nair is deadly. And you'll see her just rack those up. Oh yeah, though, you know, he wants to... He's got some stuff to prove as well. He does unfortunately end up hitting a shield on that down air, and Hestia is just going to keep responding back in kind. So every one hit he lands, she lands like 2.
He seems to be a fan of sick flips though.
He seems what?
He seems to be a fan of all those sick flips though.
I mean, yeah, those are some pretty sick flips. You gotta flex
Right?
those.
Right?
They're both, once again, they're both in knockout range. He unfortunately misses the Poltergust, and she manages to send him flying with a dash attack. However, he's able to land the forward air. He might be able to force her off the stage. Unfortunately, she manages to dodge, but he does manage to hit the back air. Now it's just a matter of how much can he do on this stock before she manages to knock out this stock. Or can she even knock out this stock?
Look at him. Look at him
having,
go.
She's having a rough go of it. She will manage to land the Mirror Shield dash attack. Unfortunately, they're not off a kill, but that up air will do it. Now she's half damaged against someone who racks up the damage rather quickly.
Don't forget about the sick flips.
And the 6 flips. Oya's in the lead. She does still have a chance to bring this back, but the match is definitely going in Oya's favor. As he's going to keep her back with the back air, going to chain up those forward airs, or try to anyways, as she's going to catch him with the nair. Unfortunately, Hestia doesn't really go for smash attacks, so she doesn't have just that quick kill option. But she will catch him trying to torpedo, and he will manage to make it back onto the stage, as she's gonna down tilt him, charge with the dash attack. He's gonna land that down air, miss the poltergust, as she's going to neutral jab.
This is fucking anyone's game at this point.
Yeah.
Anyone has to get those.
As Hestia manages to land the down air and Oya goes out. Hestia moving on to round 3. That was, you know what? For his first tournament run, that wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't.
He's, you know, he's got stuff he can learn from this round, but he held up. Good on him. He should feel proud. Honestly, I thought they were gonna die. Someone was gonna die on the edge there, like when they were both just hanging off the edge. I was half expecting like a back air from either one of them. It was terrifying.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Up next, Piddles versus Bellatrix. Now the real question is not who's gonna win, but if Piddles wins, how mad is Gremlin gonna be? Because she seemed to like Piddles too.
Yeah.
Honestly though, so
I
again,
know I won't be mad.
yeah, now let's be fair to the competitors though, because Piddles obviously he can carry his own weight. Bellatrix though, we've seen her decimate in a complete upset last season. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think this is literally just anyone's game? Do you think either one of them is going to have
It could go either way.
You feel like it'll go either way?
Yeah. You know, as much as I want to root for Piddles.
You do have to acknowledge Bellatrix.
Yeah, it could go either way, really.
Yeah. Well, we're about to find out as Piddles meets Bellatrix on the battlefield. Let's go. Hell, it's literally battlefield. Bellatrix leading off with that down smash, not hitting anything, but she will combo a run attack into an up smash into an up tilt. Or, sorry, an up air.
Piddles, no!
Piddles trying to stay in the game, keeping that fast and aggressive playstyle, but unfortunately, she has larger hitboxes. As the up smash is going to connect and Piddles goes down. First stock.
Shit. Piddles, no!
A lot of Bellatrix's strength comes from that Luma. Another portion of it, though, like I was saying, she does have large hitboxes. And some of those hitboxes hit multiple times. But unfortunately, Piddles is just no match here, apparently. I don't think he was expecting the tiny star creature.
Murder the Luma!
He's going to try and knock her off the stage. He's going to try and edge guard. Unfortunately, she's going to manage to land her way back. As he does manage to land a smash, doesn't get her...
I swear to God, if this one gets 3 stopped.
Well, he managed to kill the Luma. Unfortunately, he fucked up that back air. He charged up the jetpack, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to get it off in time. As Bellatrix, with a clean 3 stock, is going to move on to the next round 3.
I'm so upset.
1 minute, 22 seconds. Just damn. Just damn. Okay, up next is Jeremiah versus Mickey D. Now, Jeremiah had a relatively strong and close round with Roy, managing to pull it off at the last minute. Mickey D, meanwhile, should be kind of an interesting challenge. So both of them are fast. Jeremiah is particularly agile. Mickey D, however, not only 3-starked Crispy Chicken, the round lasted about 1 minute 4 seconds. Crispy Chicken did not stand a chance. So as much as Mickey D is not an air player, and obviously Jeremiah would have advantage if he manages to get Mickey D off the stage, Mickey D's edge guards are terrifying, so all he has to do is actually force Jeremiah off, and there is a good chance that Mickey D just wins.
Well, I missed both of these fights, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, unfortunately you missed, like, this row, so...
Yeah, I know, I'm sorry about that, but,
It's okay. I'm trying to catch you up.
Matter.
So, alright, so Jeremiah versus Mickey D. On Sky World, it's Omega. Jeremiah managing to land a grab, using those grabs to really make sure that Mickey D can't use his smash attacks to the full, though Mickey D will manage to get a jab. Once again, one of the most terrifying things about Little Mac is that if you hit him in his smash attack, he will just punch through and do massive damage to you. And grabbing Mickey D like that makes sure that he can't do that. Mickey D trying to go off stage for some reason. That was interesting. However, he will land that forward tilt, and unfortunately that will be enough to pick up Jeremiah. Jeremiah, though, still trying to play that safe strat, still trying to land his grabs carefully. Unfortunately, he will forward smash into the counter, and now begins the zoning. As Mickey D is just going to hard keep him off the stage with that down smash.
Jesus.
As safe a strat as Jeremiah's technique is, unfortunately he's not, like, that... He could have stood to do that type of throw more, you know? Rather than just trying to chain up throws. However, he will parry a forward smash. Bold move by Jeremiah. But Mickey D's kind of got him in his corner. Unfortunately, as fast as Jeremiah can move, I don't think he's enough to... It's enough to keep up with the bruiser from the Bronx.
I don't know, we'll have to see.
He does, however, manage to get the disrespect gimp. He's actually managing... He is actually managing to try and tie it up. Unfortunately,
you can take this.
Unfortunately, he did go off stage, so that was,
Well...
Look, let's be real here. The minute Jeremiah goes off stage, there's like a 90% chance he's not getting back. As Mickey D is going to be moving on to round 3.
Well,
that was an outstanding... That was an outstanding near comeback, though. Like, good on Jeremiah. Again, a good first tournament run. For both of these folks, but especially for Jeremiah.
Mm-hmm.
He went up against a heavyweight that shredded one of the only characters that could have theoretically taken him out. Okay, so up next is Zoro versus Sol. Now, we don't need to say too much about either one of these, but let me give you a brief recap. So Sol, his main strength comes from his sword. It's a relatively long sword, long hitbox, with some really good smash attacks and dash attacks on it. So he can keep a certain distance while doing large amounts of damage. On the flip side, Zoro specializes in trying to get quick, repetitive hits and trying to keep the opponent off the stage in a very light edge guard. Now, we haven't seen a full-on edge guard from Zoro yet, but I do think it's possible. How are you gonna... How do you want to weigh this? Do you want to just call it a wash and say that Sol's probably gonna win it? What are the chances do you think that Zoro might take this?
I have no fucking idea.
Well, thank you for humoring me, at least.
Yeah.
As we'll move into this game, this is Zoro versus Sol on Final Destination.
Oh damn. This is very fitting for a Meta Knight.
Zoro is not giving Sol any breathing room, but when Sol manages to get back into the game, he really gets back into the game, as that's an easy 56%. Zoro, however, not one to just take that standing down, as he is going to land the down smash. Unfortunately, he needs to hit some more of those aerials off the stage if he really wants a chance at beating Soul at his own game. As he will manage to very lightly gift Soul.
Shit.
Soul, however, he is within Soul's knockout range. If one of those forward smashes, or an up smash, or even a dash attack hit, there's a chance that Zoro loses this stock.
Yeah, but look how good he's doing.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we also have to factor the fact that he is up against Link, and Link might be down, but he is not out. By any means.
Yeah. But look at how good he's doing.
As Link is going to land that forward air, finally take him out, and on a 69. You can go and, you know, put a bunch of nices in the chat if you would like. Soul whiffing on that forward smash. Unfortunately for Zoro, though, he does miss the side special, and he isn't able to get any value off of knocking Soul off the stage there. In fact, he didn't really push some of those offenses where he really could have. Misses the forward air. Soul's able to get it back. Not only get back, but actually turn it into something on his favor. At least slightly.
Yeah, 136% though.
Yeah, but you see how quickly he's able to, like, even that.
I know, but... Look, I'm off of this metal and I just fucking tearing shit up, okay?
That's fair. Well, tear shit up indeed, because not only did he get that side special, he also parries the incoming attack and manages to chain up an up tilt juggle. Tries going for the up air juggle, doesn't work. Unfortunately gets caught by the dash attack, which does send him off, but he is able to recover. Meta Knight's recovery, one of the best in the game. Primarily from his jumps.
Mm-hmm. He got wings.
As he's just keeping hard pressure on Soul. Here's an interesting one for you. Soul actually beat Hershey on Final Destination. So... Soul not looking so good, but again, Link is a powerhouse. He could very easily bring this back, as that's a very quick, almost 50%. Zoro can't let his guard down. As he manages to connect the forward air, manages to get another forward air, misses that forward air, but does manage to land the nair. Soul isn't going to be able to recover from that, as Zoro's going to take it all the way to round 3.
You know what? I'm okay with this.
Yeah? Is it just because Soul beat Hershey, or do you actually have some investment in this Meta Knight?
I am okay with a Meta Knight just showing up and tearing things up.
Meta Knight trying to prove that he's still good even after the nerfs from his Brawl debut. Alright, so here we've got Tom Ado versus Mr. T. Both of them had relatively definitive victories in their matches. Tom Ado managing to get, I believe, 2 different spike kills on Sploot, and Mr. T managing to hard edgeguard Thanatos with using Nair and back air. I personally think that this one could be anyone's game, but I also feel like this kind of leans a little bit in Mr. T's favor. Just due to the amount of damage that he can output and due to the fact that Pikachu is in the lightweight category. Do you have any thoughts before we begin?
I missed both of these fights, so no.
That's fair. But, you know, it's still polite to ask. Alright, as we're moving into Tom Ado versus Mr. T in Palutena's Temple, as they both negate their first attack. Mr. T, however, coming back strong with some really powerful hits. Tom Ado not really able to get too much done, unfortunately.
I mean, look at the fucking size difference on them.
Yes,
This
but
isn't really fair.
well, if Blaskowicz versus Rex taught us anything, though, size doesn't always matter.
Fair enough.
That being said, Tom is high damage, but he's not out as he gets a spike!
Oh shit.
As he's going to go for the Skull Bush, however, unfortunately, Mr. T is going to respond with his command grab, which is just going to take out Tom. So it's evened up just a little bit, is what I would at least fully commit to if it wasn't for the fact that Tom is landing some very quick combos. But again, Mr. T, very powerful competitor, fully capable of actually just evening out this damage again. Tom tries to go for another spike. Unfortunately, misses by a large margin. Mr. T able to get back onto the stage, and I don't know what that was, but it killed.
Yeah. I still fucking appreciate Mr. T's name so much.
I looked away for a second. What did Tom do? Did he spike him?
I think so? I couldn't tell you.
Tom, unfortunately, just getting nared repeatedly. He can rack up the damage quick. I don't know how well this is going to go for him, though. He's already at 98. All it takes is a side smash or maybe a side special, and that's it for Tom's run. However, he does seem keen on not letting him get the smashes off, but he is going to take that side special, and that's going to be enough. He just barely. It looked like he was going to resist the hit, the box, but like the blast zone. But
Can we talk about how fucking awkward Ridley is just in the game?
You know that Sakurai's reason for Ridley not being in the game for the longest time was that he was too large.
Yeah, I can actually see that looking at this.
Alright, up next we have Blaskowicz versus Dynasty. Now, you actually saw at least the tail end of one of these and full of the other one, so what are your thoughts here? Because Dynasty clearly going for an upset.
Yeah, but Blaskowicz got that chaotic energy.
Yeah. And on top of that, by comparison, Rex is a much more terrifying competitor than Delphinium is. So, who knows? Maybe that'll carry him to a win. But at the same time, Dynasty plays just a little bit more aggressive than Blaskowicz. Not by much, but enough to even it out. Because Dynasty kind of has to.
So either Dynasty is just going to rip him apart, or Blaskowicz is just going to kind of meander and bullshit his way around everything the way villager tends to do.
Well, we're about to find out. Let's move in to Blaskowicz versus Dynasty. And we're going to take it to the Mario 64 Mushroom Kingdom. Blaskowicz already getting the tree planted, but Dynasty not really wanting to give him any breathing room, moving in with those aerials, avoiding almost every single hit. Unfortunately, does take that slingshot, dodges the Lloyd Rocket, manages to shield at least 2 attacks. The unfortunate part is that Sheik does such a low amount of damage now. They severely nerfed Sheik, so Sheik traditionally is a very combo-heavy character.
Yeah,
because of that.
That's the thing here. Blaskowicz doesn't have to land that many hits to catch up. So, yeah, he just kind of has to meander his way around Dynasty's stuff, and
that meandering is serving him well because he just took first stop.
Yeah, he told you to call it. I fucking called it, dude.
Dynasty, however, still managing to land some decent hits.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, misses that up smash. That might have actually KO'd had it connected, but will land the bouncing fish.
What the fuck was that? That was smooth.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Sheik will have, Dynasty will have their forward air parried into an up tilt. Dynasty's just playing this really carefully in some ways. Really carefully in some ways, really aggressive in others. Blaskowicz is just having a grand old time. The up smash will finally connect, though, and Dynasty, not looking too great, but still a chance to bring this back.
Yeah. Yeah, you just have to see where it goes.
Unfortunately, the flower pot is strong with this one. And, unfortunately, Blaskowicz is able to just completely keep...
That
was disgusting.
That was amazing.
As Blaskowicz is going to miss the up tilt, Dynasty is going to land that side smash. Unfortunately, though, the flower pot is going to come out along with the slingshot. As it is, Dynasty has to be kind of careful. If you ever see Blaskowicz kind of like rolling around in a circle mid-air, that's his nair, so... And that nair is kind of reliable. Turnips are going to come out for Blaskowicz, as Dynasty is just going to choose to try and shield that. Unfortunately, misses the up smash, as Blaskowicz is going to just keep the pressure on.
Man, how fucking wasteful to just throw turnips away like that, honestly.
I know, right? Well, wait, we all have to kind of do that at least once to get the flies and the ants.
Fair, but still, like...
Up smash is going to connect on the bottom half of that. Unfortunately, not enough to secure a knockout, as the forward airs are going to keep coming out. Oh, but the up special recovery is going to be enough to kill. Now, Dynasty's still really not looking too great, though, but
No.
they could bring it back, in theory. Dynasty's gonna need a Hail Mary, kind of, though. As Dynasty just full-on parries that Lloyd Rocket, that at the very least earns some respect, as I think Blaskowicz just tried killing Sheik with a tree.
You know?
As the turnips are going to come out, down smash, misses the axe twice, the tree goes out, so now there's a new sapling on the field. Up air turnips, going to keep Dynasty at bay, and unfortunately the slingshot's going to be enough to do it, as Dynasty goes down.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good fight. That was a really good fight. Yeah, if nothing else, that parry earns respect.
Yeah. I fucking called that meandering bullshit, though.
Yeah. That goddamn parry on that Lloyd Rocket, though, just damn.
Yeah.
Just, I did it because I felt like it.
I'm Gray again for this. He was lamenting having missed the last fight.
That's fair. You could just do at spoons without having, like, type full thing. Or, like, at spoons,
I'm not doing along with this time, I'm just saying he's up again.
Okay. Alright, so you got to see Cannondorf take on Uberboy, and he absolutely destroyed him. Peregrine, meanwhile, relies on a much faster playstyle. I wouldn't be surprised if Peregrine took Cannondorf out, but at the same time, Cannondorf kind of relishes those who recklessly come up close. So,
yeah.
Honestly, I see this being like a few good up and side smashes on Cannondorf's part, and the round just ending there. How do you see this?
Okay, well, basically, if Peregrine keeps with his normal, like, going fast thing, one of two things is gonna happen. Either he's gonna, like, thread the needle, right?
Right.
Or he's just gonna fucking be in the way and Cannondorf's just gonna fucking smack him. And that'll be that.
Either he threads the needle or he crashes and burns.
Pretty much.
That is very Falco when you really think about it.
That's very Star Fox.
You know, very fair.
Have you ever played Star Fox 64? That's pretty much the entire game.
No, you know what? The Nintendo community is probably going to shun me. The only game I've played is Star Fox Assault, which, while it wasn't as bad as Star Fox, whatever the one before it was, Star Fox. It started with a T. Star Fox Link.
I have no freaking idea.
Whatever.
Only Star Fox game I've played is 64.
Yeah, basically, people don't like Star Fox games where you get out of the ship, which is understandable given the nostalgia behind the OG, but I don't know. I mean, there's some promise. I just feel like the execution could be a bit better.
We actually had the Japanese version of Star Fox 64 before the English one.
Yeah?
Yeah, my parents worked at a video store, and someone returned a Japanese copy of the game in an English copies box, and they did it in just the drop-off box, so they had no fucking way to get in contact with whoever, and they couldn't rent it out because it was in Japanese, so just kept it.
I remember that. Alright, well, here's hoping Gray shows up on time, as we're gonna get into this. This is Cannondorf versus Peregrine. As we're gonna be taking it back to the Three Houses stage. Cannondorf getting a very strong lead with that up throw into up air. Peregrine not really attacking, he just kind of ran into that forward smash, but now he's really making up for it. Cannondorf is going to get down throwed, but he's not going to, he does not appreciate that, as he's going to finish that with an up smash. Very, very powerful hits out of Cannondorf. Unfortunately though, Peregrine has that mobility, he has those rapid fire hits. And while Cannondorf can definitely even it out, Peregrine is more than a match for him. Unfortunately, Peregrine gets caught by that flame choke.
Ginger, you can't go upstairs. Do you want to die? Missy will eat you.
Ganondorf managing to land the up smash, though I wouldn't be surprised if Peregrine manages to take another stock.
Ginger, come here.
Things definitely seem to be going in Cannondorf's favor, but I would still wager that this is anyone's game. Given how effective Peregrine seems in this scenario. Honestly, I'm surprised that he's not going for more forward airs, but at the same time, against Cannondorf, that's not exactly the greatest move. Up special could connect, and that could just spell your doom there. That forward smash will connect, though. And that juggle should be enough to keep Cannondorf off the stage. Unfortunately, though, for Peregrine, he did take too much damage on that first bout, and things are not looking great for him.
No.
As Cannondorf is just going to straight grab him out of the air and punch him in the guts.
Damn.
Cannondorf really not wanting a repeat of last season. Bakes it to round 3. You know, I know we shit-talk Cannondorf a lot, but that was fucking cool.
Oh, that was pretty good, yeah. Oh, and we got Lotus and Syren.
Oh boy.
This should be interesting.
So Lotus, obviously a very strong contender. Syren, obviously a very strong contender. Sorry, Lotus. But...
Wow.
Well, okay, I was gonna get to that. Lotus is yet another upset. I honestly have some confidence in Lotus's ability.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay, here's the thing, though.
Yeah?
Syren won the last round by sheer luck.
Yeah, but we also have to factor out that a daisy is still a daisy.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
They
feel
do.
like good. Good.
That's fair. We are seeing them at the beginning of the Great Sea, though, as both of them take 10 damage, just instantly.
This is just more this is just like fucking cosmic messaging or whatever the fuck it's called. Maybe it should have been here.
Syren proving to be more than a match for Lotus. Lotus, however, holding her own. Unfortunately, whiffing a lot of those aerials. Aerials are actually kind of Daisy's strongest attack type, so you know, she wants to hit as many of those as possible. Manages to hit the back air. Syren just kind of dashing around near the edge there. I don't really know what's going on. But unfortunately, for Syren, a forward air is going to connect and take out first stock. But she will very quickly even that out with the back air. As Syren does the big dick move of carrying the golf club before throwing Lotus. Lotus, trying to figure out her way in, does a little taunt to boost her spirits. Syren also taunting in response before going for that little chain up on Lotus.
We got a couple girls who are just sassing each other. I love it.
Yeah. Best part here is that like I like the fact that Syren doesn't really need to put too much ink in order to be effective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly, I feel like this one's more in good fun. Hence like their little like taunts to each other.
Yeah. I do remember a problem with fucking Syren before she was unfairly erased. Thanks, Arthur. She had a problem with refilling her ink.
Yeah, unfortunately, Inklings generally have that. You either teach them to run ink only, or try to prioritize, you know, moves that don't really require the ink.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Lotus not able to get that knockout, and she's unfortunately gonna go down. Syren spends the last of her ink on that up smash, and Syren's gonna be moving on to round 3.
Should have been Fabian.